Of Penrith have got a habit of winning at home. Newtown have clash here today with Penrith in our 7 big league match. May well find that mountain air is not necessarily good for them. Victories in their last 2 clashes over Tall Poppies, Manly and St George have kept Penrith in 7th place on 14 points, but they must win this match to keep their slim final 5 chances alive. The only change in their selected lineup is the loss of Dave Cartwright. He's replaced in the centre by Warren Fenton. Penrith have prospered since the acquisition of 2 players. Mark Levy, a former utility back with the Parramatta club, and Big Lou Platts, an Eels discard who's made a power of difference to the Penrith pack. As I said, a win, an absolute must for the Penrith Panthers. I think they'll be happy with the thought that the Newtown boys went round midweek, and I think they'll probably be looking to sort out and see whether they've got any aches and pains. Let's see now how that Newtown side has come up. One of the biggest talking points in rugby league this week has been the fitness or otherwise of the Jets captain and halfback. The Penrith side coming on the field now. This is the full team. Mark Levy captain, Kevin Popchi, Craig McMahon, Warren Fenton, Rod Wright, Kevin Dan, Henry Foster, Royce Simmons, Lou Platts, Tim Sheens, Dave Hall, Jamie Jones, Daryl Broman, and the coach is Len Stacker. Well, Kevin Dan, a representative fullback and now a club 5'8", that's been the Dan story. A local boy who's never quite made good. A vast improvement in his recent form, however, gives promise of better things to come. On come the Jets through the streamers. This is the full side. Michael Popchi, John Ferguson, Mick Ryan, Brian Hetherington, Shane McKellar, Phil Sigsworth, Ken Wilson, captain, Graham O'Grady, Mick Pittman, Cole Murphy, Craig Ellis, Barry Jensen, Steve Bowden, and the coach is Warren Ryan. Well, number 9, son of a well-known father, Mick Pittman, has the toughness and determination to go a long way in rugby league. Already gifted with above the normal pace, he's been playing a robust brand of football for the Jets this season and is going to be an important factor in this game. The referee, Mr. Jack Danzy. The referee gets them underway. Newtown going from left to right. The blue uniform, white shorts. Penrith in their brown and white receiving the ball. And a striking similarity in the statistics. If you look through that, I think you'll be as amazed as I was. And Barry Ross presented them to me. Newtown have won 16, Penrith 16 since they came together first in 67. Drawn 2 at Penrith Park. There have been 16 games. Newtown 7, Penrith 7, drawn 2. Barry Ross on the sideline. We've had a breeze come up pretty strongly in the last hour. Barry Ross.
Yes, it certainly has, Rex. It's favouring Penrith, as we can see from that kick. They're certainly going to make the most of that breeze this half, Penrith, and Newtown will have to defend strongly. It's a southwester and coming across the field, but mainly in Penrith's way.
Diagonally, I would suggest, from the close right corner to the far left corner. Scrum into Newtown. O'Grady standing out. Sigsworth. Michael Popchi, the fullback. Sigsworth runs from dummy half, loses the ball. David Hall, at 12 metres from the Newtown quarter. Platts ploughs up the blind side, gets to the quarter and beyond. A powerful run. Broman moving it out, and that's inside the 5. Referee Danzy penalising Penrith for the ball receiver being within the 5 yards early in the match. Ken Wilson to kick for touch. Kicking across the breeze, that takes it into Penrith's half, just. Jensen in the restart. Big Bowden, who's scored, I think, Barry Ross, about 6 tries as a prop this year.
Yes, a very good effort for a prop forward.
That looked inside the 5 too, but I'll leave the referee to adjudicate on those. Wilson, O'Grady, switch of play, Wilson. Ryan puts it down. And a bit of shoddy handling there. Cole Murphy fell on the loose ball, but it was forward. Penrith backs have given a lot of room to move by Newtown there. I think probably McKellar and the centre Ryan were both line ball for onside. the blind side they come. Big plats being used again. Jamie Jones, Foster, Dan, Fenton along, and a good pass out there to number 5, Rod Wright. Not seen this lad play. And a big rap on him up here, Barry Ross.
Yes, well, he's originally from Nyngan in the country, in the Group 15 area. Did play a lot of football up there and represented up there. This is his first year in grade, and he's done very, very well lately. Only 19 years of age.
There's Broman with a kick over the top. O'Grady beautifully positioned as the lock to take it. He's wrapped up straight away. And inside the 5. Now Wilson will kick for touch across the wind again. He should be able to get this up around about halfway without too much trouble. Well, the extent of the breeze there, once the ball gets high in the air, it goes away very smartly to that far side. Bowden ploughing forward. I think they must be paying him by the yard. Wilson standing very deep. Murphy looked as though he might have come close to being offside there. Wilson, the switcher play to Sigsworth. Right through the middle. Pittman. Piggyback to the ground by number 14, Fenton. Jensen. Wilson, the switch again. O'Grady put his hands up and pulled them away. Sigsworth accelerating. Craig Ellis, replacement forward, but a good, strong man. Low, oh, beautifully taken by Wright, but inside the 5 on that occasion to Wilson, who looked only about 4 metres back. Craig McMahon. Oh, there's a towering kick. And didn't make the huge amount of ground it appeared to, but it was a fine kick, the breeze taking it right away. Telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealers. Now, Penrith. David Hall. Raymond. Crisscross. Royce Simmons wrapped up. Hard, strong running from Jamie Jones. Loses the ball. Knock on both ways on the Newtown quarter. A scrum will restart play. Jeff Bugden, the big Newtown prop, who was the Rothmans medal winner last year, is watching this game in North Shore Hospital. He had a medial ligament operation through the week. We wish him well and a quick recovery. Wilson, O'Grady, long pass and a good one. Lovely pass out there to McKellar through quick hands from Hetherington to Ryan. And there's a top tackle, Foster, the little halfback. Good cover. Hetherington into touch. Yes, his foot went over the line. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Crowd, the ground absolutely festooned with streamers and coloured paper. There's a scrum win to Penrith. Foster, Dan. Always thought this lad's acceleration would have made him a good 5'8". Up and down as a fullback. Simmons, Foster, Fenton. Normally a 5'8", wasn't he, Barry?
Well, lock forward when he first came into grade. He has had a few games at 5'8". This is only his first full game at centre today in integrated football. We played 60 minutes or so at centre against St George last week.
Broman. Out along the line, Dan running into trouble and out of trouble. Nicely away to the goer, David Hall, who charges straight ahead. And I like the way he fights his way to his feet quickly too. Levy getting a high left footer, comes steaming through on it. There's pressure here. Oh! my soul, how close Rod Wright went to getting to that. And Newtown come up with the ball through Ferguson, gets up and plays it. I don't want to give him too much room. He's like greased lightning. Roman might be hurt in that tackle, seems to have twisted a knee or done something. Two players down there and both in trouble by the look of it.
So I think it's both Penrith prop forwards, Broman and David Hall.
Oh, Sigsworth hit hard by Platts. That was a magnificent tackle. It's a credit to the little man's toughness that he got straight to his feet. Wilson. Ferguson. Oh, close to being through. That's the 6. Jones has wandered, and I use the term advisedly back. He's not feeling all that great, I don't think. Broman's still down. Ankle or knee.
Penrith second rower, Luzavanovic, preparing to take the field on the sideline.
Well, Broman been taken further away from the sideline. He's off the field now.
He's wearing number 15. Very popular figure up here at Penrith, a tackling machine.
Well, that's... The replay doesn't show any reason for the damage to Broman. He appears to be holding his ribs. His right has busted one tackle, 2. 20 metres out now. It's a bad blow for Penrith. Savanovic had a hard game in reserve grade. Dan nearly through, gets it away finally to Craig McMahon. Seemed to go the wrong way. Let's kick through, it'll be 6 to go.
Newtown about to make a change too. Ray Blacklock looks like coming on for Shane McKellar.
Yeah, McKellar limping badly on the wing. He can't handle it. Levy. Platts. That pass looked slightly forward. The referee says play on. Foster has it. Newtown being told to get back to 6. There's Zavanovic, first touch in first grade today. McKellar hobbling around on the side here. We'll get a replacement. Looks like Blacklock. Oh, if there's an overlap, if they can get it out, they can't. Ball gone to ground. Simmons has gone back inside, ignoring the men on the outside. Penrith, they had 3 men. McMahon, Fenton and Popchi. Good pass. Big Lou Platts belted to the ground about 18 metres out.
And Newtown have made the change. McKellar's off and Blacklock on.
Levy, the high bomb going up. Oh, it's anybody's. It was in the end goal. It was hanging there, knocked over the dead ball line by a Newtown player. By a Penrith player, so the referee has taken the play out to the corner. Now McKellar's been replaced by Blacklock, and Broman has been replaced by Zavanovic. Craig Ellis. Pittman runs from dummy half. The crowd applaud Broman from the field. It looks as though he may have done something to an arm or ribs or shoulder, dislocated a shoulder perhaps. Switch of play to Ryan. Then away to Blacklock. He's got himself into the clear. This could be interesting. He's got support on the inside. Oh, and there was a heavy tackle on Craig Ellis just as he took the ball and lost it forward. Despairing defence by Penrith. I think that tackle was Foster, the little half. That's a couple of noteworthy tackles that he's pulled off. Another scrum into Newtown. I'll give you some statistics on the scrums in a minute. Going Newtown's way, 5-3. The scrums, the penalties are 3-all. Wilson had nobody to pass to there.
He's looking for a run for some time there, and no one there.
That just might be a sign that some of the Newtown players are feeling the pinch a bit from last Wednesday.
Two centres come to knock to each other then, McMahon and Ryan.
Run around with Ryan. O'Grady inside the 5. O'Grady agrees with the referee there. So Newtown penalised. There's the error situation. Newtown have committed 3. Penrith 0 at this stage. That's the number of times each side has given the ball back to the opposition.
Ken Wilson just regaining his feet after being treated near the Penrith goal mouth.
Mann takes play back to halfway. Tim Sheens, very much a goer in this Penrith side.
Yes, and the Penrith record holder too. He's played 140 odd first grade games and about 250 grade games for the club.
Zavanovic. Foster. Now Hall. Right through the first line, through the second. Got a pass away. It's on the ground and knocked on. And he's had a very powerful game. Let's have it again, says referee Danzy. Now feed across, penalty to Newtown. Crowd not liking that. Wilson kicking into the breeze directly from there for this sideline.
Just had word from the Penrith doctor that Broman has got an arm injury, and Les Motto, the Newtown trainer, said that McKellar has a groin problem.
Pittman standing very wide. Allow McCabe for Eastern Suburbs. I don't think he has the same pace as McCabe. O'Grady, strong run. Been doing a lot of that this year for Newtown. Jensen, Wilson, Sigsworth, Ryan, long pass there out to Popchi, the fullback. Gets up, plays it forward. Hang on another 10 or so metres. Drops his way to the quarter line. Last tackle. Wilson back a good 7 metres this time. He actually backed off Sigsworth. Ryan. There's Blacklock, the dummy. Lob pass out to Ferguson. Ferguson comes inside, evades one tackle, still gets a pass to Sigsworth, and that's the 6. And now Blacklock complaining of some problem or other.
There's a cramp Blacklock's complaining of, a minor cramp.
Another scrum win. Still no score in this match. Platts. Just inside their quarter. Zavanovic. Going a bit higher there. The referee might have a little chat with him about that on the run. Platts, Foster. Oh, his feet just wet from underneath him with the force of that tackle. Jamie Jones. Levy plugging that line again. On this occasion, Ferguson's there to take it on the first bounce. Magnificent running. Right through. Oh, and it's only a despairing chase from Rod Wright that stops him going all the way. Got up and played it forward. I think he might have knocked it on. Didn't face square on, didn't pick the ball up, the referee's saying. Didn't get up and play it correctly, in other words. That's the reason. And McMahon again, the boy with a big right leg. And there's that kick, torpedo punt. He gets him as high as Alan McMahon does for Balmain. David Hall. Platts has a steadying influence on this Penrith pack of forwards. Very solid player and quick. Levy. Royce Simmons, the lock, standing out where, well, virtually a wing position then. Foster. Dan. Craig McMahon leaves it behind. Sigsworth. Bowden. O'Grady. Ryan. Blacklock. Bad pass. Miles forward. A little bit of an altercation taking place on the sideline. Blacklock and Fenton having a poke at each other.
Old Murphy, the peacemaker.
And Jack Dancy says to Blacklock, get back on the field. Substantial report on Blacklock and Fenton. Any more stupidity might give them 5 or 10 minutes each on the sin bin. Up to the quarter line. Very tight game. Newtown really not only on one occasion have they shown signs of wear and tear. And Wilson ran and had nobody to pass to. A sign of tiredness in a team, but been gutsing it out. Played midweek, got walloped midweek. Nicely controlled past it off. Foster weaves his way through. About 13 metres away. Levy. Jones. Levy again. Zavanovic. Fairly high sort of tackle. The referee's not terribly concerned about it. Foster goes to dummy half again for the umpteenth time. Does a lot of that. There's a bomb that's going to test Popchi. Flies high and takes... it was Sigsworth, wasn't it? Yes, it was. The 5'8". Standing there as a fullback on that occasion. Took that beautifully. There's the fullback Popchi. And Kevin Dan complaining to Danzy about something there. Jensen. Foster and Zavanovic. Wilson. There's Murphy. Up to the quarter line, Newtown's end, last tackle. Wilson will plug that line. Watch this. Left footer. Kicks. The bounce is not a great one for him, and Simmons comes up with it. Wright comes up with it. Looks a speedster, this lad. Given half a yard, he'd be away, I think. Haven't seen him play before today. Fenton. Foster. Levy. Dummies. Unloads well to Foster, who stood from a standing start. Being told to play it. Levy's kick is a beautiful one. Done with no time at all. Had to take it and kick it in one motion virtually. Did it beautifully. Left footer. A gain of about 26 metres. Penalty. Correct feed by Wilson. Altercation on the side there as Platts tries to steal the ball away. Differential, of course. Leave you a little toe poke to get the ball over the sideline. Went right through. Platts is going to go close. He's only about a metre away. It was Tim Sheens who held the ball through the one-handed pass. Platts out it comes now. Simmons about 3 metres out. Dan trying his luck from dummy half. Newtown defence holding. Simmons Foster, here's a go. Oh, if the pass goes, it could still be on. Play on, it's a try in the corner, is it? It's a try just away from the corner to number 5, right. When number 2 there, John Ferguson for Newtown, came up and tried to pick up that pass, all he did succeed in doing was knocking it forward. And that took him out of the play from a defensive point of view. From then on, it had to be a try. There he comes, there he goes, the knock forward. No defence out wide. Levy gave a beautiful pass out to right. Right, I thought would score in the corner, but he came back in field. Head on. You watch Ferguson surge out here, trying to take an intercept perhaps, or get to that loose ball quickly. But he left it unguarded on the right for Penrith. And that's exactly what Wright did. On the junction of the quarter line and the 10-metre line, the breeze will take it very much to the right. Unsuccessful, didn't miss by much. The score then, with 7 minutes to go to half-time. Penrith 3, Newtown 0.
You see, Doctor, I love my truck.
What sort of truck?
Mazda T-Series, white.
30.
Newtown. Restart. Wilson drives it low and hard. In the earlier games, under 23s, Penrith 21 defeated Newtown 13. In the reserve grade, Newtown 18 defeated Penrith 11. At 6 minutes now, 6.5 minutes to half time. Levy, Sheens, standing wide there. Levy with a little punt ahead will find the open spaces. The bounce terribly important. Kick to head still. Popchi takes the odds to the half volley and does it well. I think Blacklock's injured himself as Sigsworth comes away with a run.
Blacklock, of course, he played in the earlier game, Blacklock, and he's been in trouble with his cramp since he's been out there, and that's what it is again.
Right, Pittman, 10 metres from halfway. Wilson. Craig Ellis about 8 metres from halfway. Jensen from dummy half. To Wilson. O'Grady. Sigsworth. That'll be play on. 6 to go. Play on. A good decision by referee Downsy. Away to Ferguson. Ferguson unloads it to Blacklock, the right winger. He's going to score in the corner. And Penrith watched and waited. They didn't realise that that was going to be play on. I called it as it happened, and you'll see it again. So Blacklock's done a miraculous recovery. And watch this flick pass is knocked by Lou Platts. And that automatically put Ryan into the correct position to scoop it up. Ferguson nearly dropped it, switched it to Blacklock, and how many times have we seen these two wingers this year combined somewhere for Newtown? Hit the ground very hard, and from head on you'll see it again. A different aspect, the flick pass coming up. It was knocked down. There it is. Platts, number 10, was the man that knocked it. Ryan was the man that took the odds to the quick pick-up. Ferguson nearly dropped it off his right hip. And there's Blacklock surging away, carrying plenty of pace to the corner. No suggestion in my mind of a double movement. Wilson, a difficult kick directly into the breeze. This will test him. It's quite a strong breeze from the sideline and the quarter line. Well, there it was. He's not got anywhere near that. Penrith 3, Newtown 3, and 3.5 minutes to half time.
Yeah, a little lost boy up here in Brighton.
3 minutes to half time. Popchi brothers playing against each other today.
Newtown Popchi is the younger of the two.
As the error situation, Newtown 4, Penrith 2. Number of times each side has given the ball back to the opposition. And I think it must be said, Barry, that Newtown are putting up as good a performance as any side that's played midweek this year.
Well, there's no doubt about that. With the win next half too, they're going to be very hard to beat. Of course, it's the last 15 minutes of the game. If it's tight, it will count.
Wilson, O'Grady. Nice pass there on to Craig Ellis. Ryan lobs a pass to Blacklock, who's in between cramps.
Well, I've just been talking to the Newtown trainer, Les Motto, and he said that both legs are cramped badly.
There's Hetherington. Nicely back on the inside to Ferguson. Oh, look at the speed of him. Oh, and he's caught the despairing tackle. Couldn't get a pass away. I think finally it was knocked out of his hands. But Foster again pulling off a top tackle that saved a certain try there. Despairing moments for Penrith as these flying Newtown wingers get involved in the play. Good scrum to win. Just 10 metres out now from Penrith's line. Foster going to dummy half a lot. I'm a bit surprised at that. He's such an elusive little player. I would have thought there'd be many occasions that it'd be wise for him to be a ball receiver. Fenton with about 1 minute to go to half-time. Penalty to Penrith, offside against Newtown inside the 5.
Unusual penalty, that, wasn't it? Danzy penalised Mick Ryan for not getting away from the play-the-ball situation quick enough, and Warren Fenton very cleverly let the ball stay there. He couldn't get to it cleanly, so he just let it stay there, and Danzy penalised him.
The kick by McMahon was up towards halfway. Only about 35 seconds now to half-time. Tim Sheens, a steady player. Foster, Zavanovic, tearing through a few tackles. Time 20 seconds to half-time. Levy with a high kick is going to be well out on the full. The breeze very strong. 12 seconds to half-time. Statistics at this point in time.
We still have this little
The scrums have gone in Penrith's favour, 6-5. The penalties have gone to Penrith, 8-5. There's the hooter in the background. The try scorers in this 3-all situation at half-time have been Rod Wright, a try for Penrith, and Blacklock, a try for the Newtown side. We'll be back in just a moment with the action of the second half on Seven's Big League. Penrith with the job of running into the breeze in this half. Popchi takes it for Newtown. The score 3-all at half-time. Barry Ross has been in both the dressing rooms. What's the story?
Well, Len Stacker worst started. He's talked to his players with what you were talking about, Rex. Henry Foster's tackle. He said if all the boys put in that sort of effort, we can go on and win this game. He did say that they've got to be conscious of both sides of the ruck and to close up the gaps on both sides of the ruck. And also we may see a bit of running from dummy half by Roy Simmons in this half. Newtown's tactics, obviously, with this wind and with a great kicker like Ken Wilson, that he used it, and that's what they're going to do.
I noticed Rod Wright, the Penrith right winger, is limping right in front of you there, Barry.
Yes, he just went in to tackle someone a couple of minutes ago and got a bump. I suppose he'll try and run it out. He hasn't called for any assistance from the sideliners yet.
Right, there's a little bit of an altercation between Platts and O'Grady there. Penrith come up with the ball, however. Back inside to Sheens. Zavanovic making an inroad. Play about 15 metres out now from the Newtown line. Look at the strength of that breeze. You can see the paper being blown across the ground, or down the ground. You'll see Wilson in operation pretty smartly when Newtown get the ball to get the play up the other end of the field. Platts is busted right through, looking for support. Can't get a pass away, did then, and it looked forward. Offside pass being debited against him. Let's see that again. The referee was very well positioned to see it. And this is the way it happened. He busted the first line, lifted his arms high above his head, and then gave the pass to, I think it was McMahon, and that was the pass that was judged to be offside. Newtown player Sigsworth down again. He was down once in the first half, I think. Yes, well.
He's offering 7 days old holiday to the Penrith Player of the Year.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility that Wilson would kick for the other sideline here. He's not going to, as he's indicated, but he could well have done with the strength of this breeze.
Mark Levy 10, Lou Flats, Lou Devane 9, Warren Benton 8.
Don't forget this telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealers. Wilson, Pittman. Don't forget Sports World each Sunday on ATN. Sydney viewers, starts 10:30, goes through till 1. Comprehensive coverage of all sport. Benson, Popchi, Ferguson inside one defender, going again, gone through 3. Amazing that such a slight man can will-o'-the-wisp his way through a tight defensive situation like that. Newtown.
Yes, Larry Corrie used to do things like that three years ago.
Lovely pass out there, delivered firmly by Sigsworth to Hetherington. Sigsworth, O'Grady on the inside, it's been knocked down. Foster's the man. He takes the odds to sprinting 20 yards upfield, but he knew it was a knock-on. He was hoping the referee hadn't seen it. Always play the whistle.
Replacing the centre, Steve Wright White with the field, replaced by Steve Martin wearing number 16.
There's a number 16 on the field.
Yeah, Steve Martin for Penrith's gone on for Rod Wright.
So he's playing on the wing.
Yes. Another versatile player from Penrith. He's played everywhere. Lock, hooker, everywhere.
Steve Martin, number 16. Newtown, Blacklock. Beautiful pass right through to Murphy. Put him halfway through the gap, but it closed. McMahon, the defender. Wilson, Ryan, nice pass to Pittman. 10 metres out. Last tackle. Wilson. And inside the 5, Wilson shows his displeasure. There's no way, though, that he wasn't well inside the 5. Just for the rules, for people that may not know the rule, both sides, apart from a dummy half and an acting dummy half, have got to be 5 metres back, both defenders and attackers. It's kicking into the breeze. It's a good one. It's a strapping big fellow. He's limping slightly too. There's one of the goers in this match, David Hall. He's taken the ball up with tremendous elan.
Simmons doing what he was told at half-time, run from dummy half.
There's Simmons. There's the new player, Steve Martin. Simmons, Foster, Dan, Platts. Nice pass there. Out wide, it went from number 14, Warren Fenton, onto his winger, number 2, Popchi, over the sideline on the quarter.
West 18 leading North 7. Canterbury 15 leading Manly 12.
There's the Jensen statistic, 171 from 319, success rate 53.6. Penrith come up with the ball. Foster. That's belting his way crossfield. Newtown being told to get back. Referees really have got to have eyes in the back of their head these days. They're going to be watching everything. Fenton back on the inside nicely. And there's one. It went to a player on the ground, Fenton, who was actually sitting on the ground in a tackle with Bowden. Dan. Sheens. Can't release his arms. 3-3 the score. Foster back inside to the hooker. Jones. Hall belts his way through another tackle. Gets it to Savanovic. Savanovic under one and tries to go through the next but can't do it. 10 metres out. Penrith putting on the pressure now. Royce Simmons running hard. He's decked only a metre or so from the line, and that's the 6. Newtown ball, O'Grady. Blacklock, beautiful quick hands to Sigsworth, then to Ryan, and loads to Hetherington. There's the pass just been knocked down. That'll be 6 to go. Play on as Popchi comes up with it. Then to Ferguson. Ferguson screams upfield, moving beautifully out to Blacklock, who was there again. Popchi. Popchi went very close to losing that. Wilson. O'Grady. Sigsworth. A long floating pass out there to Ryan. Ryan looks for support on the inside. Gives it then into number 11, Craig Ellis. Back to... I think it was Mick Ryan, the centre. Number 3 it was. He's damaged a leg. O'Grady. Newtown moving it. And Blacklock puts it down on the quarter. Little knock on. Passage of play by Newtown. Good scrum went to Penrith. Simmons, the lock, unloads. Platts can't handle it. Drops it, knocks it forward. And that's a squandering of the ball on the first tackle. Foster to feed. Newtown scrum win. Wilson. About 20 metres out now. Ferguson. Sandwiched in between 2 Penrith defenders there. Bowden. O'Grady. Scribble. Nobody there coming up the blind side. Jensen goes from dummy half. Newtown players not running onto it now. Wilson cuts out a man, Blacklock, back inside to Ferguson. Amazing the way these two operate with each other. There's good passing to Pittman.
Yes, and they picked up 14 tries together this year in first grade football.
Play on, says the referee. Murphy. 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 Oh, a great run. Just momentum stopped about 2 metres from the line. Penrith players shielding their eyes from the lowering sun out there now. And the scrum win. Newtown. Sigsworth. Sigsworth through. That's a good solo try, using good strength and his acceleration. Got round the outside of the little defence. Scored about 15 metres wide of the post on the right. See it again. Wilson, there it was. Straight out sort of thing. Beat the tackle of Kevin Dan quite comfortably. For which I don't think Len Stacker will be very pleased. Dan had him covered. There was a bit of an impediment there to Dan with McMahon getting involved too. Wilson, attempted conversion, second kick for the match, 5 metres short of the quarter line. That's the breeze who picked this. He's judged it beautifully, aimed well to the left, and the breeze brought it back. And that's the scoreline then, with Newtown 8, Penrith 3.
Penrith has successfully converted a try to take the score into Newtown 8, Penrith 3.
Dan to restart. Pittman has it for Newtown. Oh, beautifully picked up off his toes there by Craig Ellis. Good hands from a big man. Wilson, O'Grady, Pittman. 8-3 is a good lead with the breeze at your back. Wilson, a little chip over the top. They might run onto this. They do. Sigsworth has it and had it knocked out of his hands. Penrith come up with it through Dan. Through the winger replacement, Steve Martin. Foster. Fenton, oh, beautifully pulled in by Dan, one-handed. Back to Fenton, he's lost it. Referee says play on, no knock on. Terrible pass and gives the ball straight away to Bowden. He's knocked down about 8 metres out from the Penrith quarter. Jensen from dummy half. Blacklock. O'Grady. Very nearly got himself through. Jensen from dummy half.
And Wilson would probably think of a field goal now, because that would mean 6 points in front, and Penrith would have to score twice.
That's exactly right. Ryan, that pass was forward. Murphy took it. He was going to score, but the pass went forward. Offside. Penrith off the hook. Little doubt about that. Levy's kick. Now midway between the halfway and quarter. Penrith end. Royce Simmons. From dummy half. Sheens. Savanovic. 2 metres from halfway. Midfield. Foster. Well, he's only slowing the play down doing that, and then he lost the ball at the end of it. A very untidy bit of football. Got up, throwing a punch. It's another Penrith scrum win. Just a little bit hesitant at the moment. It's right on the halfway line. That's 6 to go, surely, if it was kicked through. And I think that was one of the rare errors that Tansey's made on this. Said again, it was struck by a Newtown player, which should have indicated 6 to go. It was... Well, the first error, the first penalty, would have been lashing out for the ball, in my view. This gives Wilson the opportunity from midfield with the breeze to take a kick at goal. There's the Wilson statistic: 46 goals and 64 attempts, a marvellous success rate of 71.9%. He's also 4th in the point score with 106 points. Strikes that well. It's away to the right. Levy catches that kick. 19 minutes to go. Kevin Dan. Not really been able to disentangle himself from the defence today. Popchi. There's the error situation. Penrith 5, Newtown 8. I think that'll be Penrith 6. And Newtown 8 after that one. Penrith have not come out well in the second half. They've had an opportunity early in the quarter down there to pound the line and lost the ball. And they've lost a succession of balls on the first and second tackle since that time.
Yes, and it was a ball handling mistake that led to Newtown's second try too, when Simmons passed that ball to Zavanovic, to Platt, I should say.
Pittman right through, should go on and score. Easy. Nice crisscross bit of move there, and a selection of the right man to get the ball, and Pittman in for what turned out to be a very simple try. See it again. Jensen showed the ball to one of the players on the inside, and then straight through to Pittman. Levy gets him, but much too late. From head on, watch Jensen's run across here to selectively take the right man. Gave it there to Pittman. Don't forget the Sporting Morning on Channel 7 every Sunday morning. Replays of Rugby League, 8:30. Replays of rugby after that. about 9:30. Then Sports World at 10:30. Wilson, 4th attempted goal. Two metres short of the quarter, 20 metres in from the sideline. The breeze directly at his back. Makes no mistake with those. There's Ken Wilson. So a scoreline now that's starting to look a little bit ragged as far as Penrith are concerned. Newtown 13, Penrith 3.
9,053. 9,053.
Kick-off. Jensen did a dive to take that. O'Grady. O'Grady loses the ball. This is what Penrith have got to do. Look, yes, a little bit of flair. McMahon high stepping his way to the quarter. Steve Martin a dummy half. It's got to be moved wide and quick out along the line. Little Foster goes halfway through the gap. Look for support. There was none there. Simmons, the run around. Jamie Jones, Platts, up to the quarter. Jones again at dummy half. Sheens. Singsworth took him head on, stood his ground well, last tackle. Levy. The kick hangs up in the breeze, an awkward one for Popchi. They're all flying for it. It's a try to Penrith, is it? No, he's gone offside. The referee has ruled offside.
Vanovic was the player that got the ball finally down, but he ruled that he was in front of the first Penrith player to touch the ball.
Well, see it again, because this will be one that Penrith may well complain about. Well, the ball, to me, didn't appear to go forward. It was caught again by a player who was not in front of the last man to touch it. Anyway, that's the way the referee has ruled. That would have been a 5-pointer.
From the penalty, Ken Wilson didn't kick for the line. He took a quick tap.
13 points to 3 in favour of Newtown. Try to Penrith just disallowed. And they've got the ball back again. Sheen's now about 22 metres out. Levy. Foster scurries his way about 8 metres. Played that badly. Zavanovic on the blind side. Popchi. Again Zavanovic. Foster. Oh, there was a terrible pass from Jamie Jones that went right to the ground in front of Platts. He had really little chance of taking it. And there's a penalty differential to Penrith. It's about the 4th occasion Ken Wilson's been caught for an incorrect feed. Levy takes a quick one. It's a strong run. McMahon coming onto that pass beautifully. Must score. There it is. The score wide out. Glenn Stacker there. Penrith coach jumped to his feet in excitement there. And that's a good one. Good strong running from McMahon. Made all the difference there. Let's see that again. There was the pass from Jamie Jones on to Simmons, then to McMahon through 1, 2, 3 defenders. He went to score that from head on. Big strapping lad. There he goes. Right through the Jensen tackle. Popchi knocked out of the way, and a fine try. The breeze is going to blow this very much from right to left. I would suggest he's going to have to hit it hard at the right-hand upright. He does just that, and away she comes with a nice curve. And there's another 2 points, and the score starting to look a little bit more respectable. Newtown 13, Penrith 8. Newtown 13, Penrith 8. tap restart that you mentioned, I was watching the replay, that was taken by Wilson, might be a costly one, Barry?
Yes, well, with this win, you know, there's only kick for the far sideline. He makes up near halfway without any trouble at all. But I think Penrith were arguing about the try or forgetting about it and so on, and he thought he might catch him out wide with Ferguson and Blacklock.
Well, 3 tackles later, they scored a try.
Yes, that's right. You can't take the eye to that sort of thing.
This crowd of 9,053 getting behind the Panthers now. Very vocal. I think they should get the play down the other end there. That's what Levy thinks too. No, he kicks the bow when it's ricocheted. That's not 6 to go. That puts them back in their own quarter with about 2 tackles to go. That was not good tactics. Foster. Well, the subtotal of this might be...
It's like you don't have the ball.
I think they've stolen the ball. There's another ghastly error by Penrith. Why Levy wasn't standing close to the ruck and belt that ball back downfield.
Now a field goal might be in Wilson's mind.
Well, O'Grady's standing there too. Well, that's what they're setting it up for. There's little doubt about that. Look for Wilson, number 7. He's on the left. There he is. He can't get a kick in there. They were quick onto him. Sigsworth dropped the ball from the pass, and Penrith back in possession. Platts. And he's lost the ball. Newtown have it again. Unbelievable errors.
Penrith about to make another change. Ray Spur preparing to go on, wearing number 18.
Sigsworth. 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go, according to the official electronic timepiece. Hetherington in possession.
Ryan behind me calling out now the field goal's on. Now.
Wilson. O'Grady. Last tackle. Inside the 5. Wilson has wandered up into that position. The referee adamant. Levy, in my view, must... Oh dear, I don't believe it. Well, Popchi's got himself half into the clear and tackle about 17 metres from halfway. Fenton, 6 metres from halfway. Popchi again. Over halfway. He's a keen lad, this. There he goes. He'll have another run. That should be... well, I think Wilson would not have been classified as offside. He was the marker. He was standing back a bit deeper. Hall took a heavy knock there, but still retained the ball. Nice tackle coming up. Foster. And that's the 6. 13 points to 8. Newtown lead, 9.5 minutes to go.
Looks like Jamie Jones is the player coming off and Ray Spur on the wing. A winger replacing a hooker. What's probably happened, of course, Martin, who's been on the wing, is in the forwards, that's right.
Yes, so there's a loose arm penalty, and that's a differential against the Newtown hooker, Jensen. Mann going to kick for touch.
Newtown could be making a change in the next few minutes. Also, Phil Gould warming up on the sideline.
We're trying to goal. We'll get them on equal terms. Platts wound up to charge. Craig Ellis was the defender there. Back inside goes Sheen. Sheen's ploughing his way through the Newtown ruck. Now play only about 5 metres out. Oh, and he's very close to being through as Royce Simmons. Only about 3 metres away now. Penrith firing all their big guns. Possession terribly important in this last 7.5 minutes. Foster. And he's gone for offside for shepherding. Yes, Gold's coming onto the field now.
And Cole Murphy is the player that Phil Gould's replacing.
Martin's in there hooking for them. He was on the wing earlier. Is that right, Barry?
Yeah, that's right. He played hooker in reserve grade, I believe, today. He's a very versatile player. Has played 5'8", first grade, lock.
There's a penalty to Penrith against Wilson for an incorrect feed. And he's walked in another 10, so they can kick the goal if they want to for throwing the ball away. And there's a little bit of a altercation there with Foster and I think it was Popchi. I'll just take the tap. Tim Sheen set himself to charge there. A little bit more subtlety needed. This Newtown defence has been pretty solid. Ball literally powering his way through. Well, they've wasted 4 with runs from dummy half. Foster, that's knocked down and off a Newtown player, so that'll be a scrum to restart. We're in the last 5 minutes now. And Penrith come up with the ball. 13-8 the score. Remember, a try and a goal will put Penrith on level terms. Fenton cuts out a man, but Dan's wrapped up immediately by Ryan. Gets up. Cuts up the blind side. Back inside to Zavanovic. Then to Fenton. Unable to play the ball. Simmons weaves his way through the ruck. Tackle but not put down. Fenton, a little Foster, the halfback, losing the ball at a critical moment. Plenty of tension in these dying stages of the game. Blacklock just outside the quarter. Gould, the replacement forward, has a good run right up the middle of the ruck, and Penrith's having to turn around now and get back into position. Newtown with Wilson using that breeze, just takes the kick. Oh, it's a magnificent kick. It's been in a touch according to the touch judge. Well, Popchi did his best to keep that in the field of play.
No spectators are allowed on the ground at the conclusion of the game. Let the players leave the ground unimpeded.
13 points to 8. Time running out for Penrith. Statistics